Hey guys, so I'm out at the new home build, but I'm not exactly working on the house. A lot of crap has happened since the last year. I tried to put a video up to keep things rolling from footage that I edited, but I've had some like audio problems and some other stuff, and I also done busted my knee, so I'm on gimpy status. So things have been a little tough, but so what I'm working on tonight, though, not the house, I am working on doing some remodeling for the trailer. So I was starting to plan a new trailer kind of in like November and December. I went and actually quoted some stuff out to move to an 8.5 by 20 trailer from a 7 by 16. I decided that maybe I don't want to do that now, and so I'm gonna play Tetris in the trailer and see how much more stuff I can manage to squeeze into a 7 by 16 trailer. So with that being said, I will talk about what we started here. So I started building some cabinets again. I've built stuff like this once, but here we are doing it again. So as you guys know, on the passenger side, when you're walking into the trailer, I have the levels off to the right-hand side, and then that's where I also keep like sawhorses and other stuff. What I'm gonna do is kind of change the layout of that. So I've moved all of the levels over to the right-hand side of the trailer, so I'll have room for Festool tracks, more Festool tracks, and then all of my levels, including a couple that are not here yet but will be soon. So in this side, or in this slot, I plan on putting like a 48-inch Stabila Tech level, and then I've got room for a 96-inch level and the 7 to 12 plate level. So then I'll pretty much have every level that Stabila has to offer, and this will still act as the quote garage for the workbenches. But what I did is I went to a 4-foot tall side so that I can actually put the 4x8 bench in and like on its end, and get the smaller 3x6 bench in next to it and sawhorses. So that's the game plan. I also stretched it out to 8 feet on this side, so that's why I'm able to get the 8-foot and the 7 to 12 plate level all on one side. You guys will see later there'll be actually like a notch where this will be set back, and they'll have a little shelf. This cabinet I built last night, and I totally didn't video any of the process, but that is what I'm going for. So this will sit on top of that cabinet just the way that right now I have the saws stored above the current levels, except I built this one at 8 feet. And I have room for the Milwaukee table saw, the Milwaukee 7 1/4 inch miter saw, the Festool Capex, and then at this very end, I actually have enough room to store all 3 of my lasers. So the 3-plane laser, the rotary laser, and the Stabila layout station. So all of those will go here, and then the levels will actually be underneath, and then the 2 benches stacked under that. So this is a much better use of space, and I actually still am going to have enough room up top, about 9 or 10 inches, that I'll be able to keep things like the Rotex and the little Delta sander. I also bought a domino and dominoes. I'll be able to keep those things in some cubbies that I'm going to build up top, and I can get 2 sustainers deep. So what I'll do is I'll put like the Festool domino and the Festool sustainer full of dominoes, the Rotex and the Rotex paper, the Delta and the Delta paper, so on and so forth. I'll also probably use part of this at the end for my dovetailing jig and the Woodpecker super fence and router table that I bought for the other bench that's finally getting finished. So that's how that's going to lay out. At this end, I'm actually going to build a cabinet to store pack outs full of like fasteners and whatnot, screws, nails, and what have you. And I'm going to try to save space, so I didn't put an end panel on this. So this will actually fasten directly to the pack out cabinet that's going to go next to it. So trying to save as much space as I can in as many different places as I can. So that's the 2 that I have done. The construction on this one, what I did is the piece that you're seeing here is the piece that actually goes down, or will actually face the aisle. So I went through and I laid everything out, and then I did pocket holes on all of this. There's like 100 pocket holes in here. I have Mr. Festool vac connected with Tyvek tape to the Craig jig. This made it go a little faster, and I actually drilled all the holes here, and there's not a whole lot of chips. So yeah, anyway, we pocket holed all of these on. So I did glue and pocket holes 1 foot on center. Now I'm working on actually going back through and dropping in as many of these different dividers as I can for the levels that I have. I'm gonna leave this one out for the 8 foot level. It should technically go all the way back. And I'm gonna leave this one out for the 7 to 12 plate. And what I'll do is later I will just put a screw in to register that in its position. So that's kind of how I've got that stuff laid out. Like I said, Festool tracks up here can actually show you. So this time I tightened up all of the spaces a little bit. So I only left myself like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So these are nice and tight. And then with the Festool tracks, I did basically the same thing. So these will fit in here with just a little bit of room here. And then this one that actually goes up on top will go in, and there's not enough room here for a board. So I will just do some screws down through this guy here, all the way down this cabinet to tie this guy and this guy together. So that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I'll probably have to explain that little niche, but I plan on putting the Milwaukee radio and my temp lights and anything else lighting in some little shelves that I'm going to build that'll be actually recessed back. I've got it in my head. I don't know how to explain it yet, so you're just going to have to bear with me on that one. But other than that, we're doing some major remodeling on the trailer, so stay tuned as I keep building cabinets. I'm actually going to take them all through a white solid stain and then a gray stain for anything that runs this way, so it'll actually be kind of two-tone and cool looking. So stay tuned for that. So basically, that's where we're at with things. I'm really looking forward to the build. There's a lot of things that I learned in working out of this trailer for like 3 years. I think I got it in 2017, 2.5 years, maybe something like that. I've been working on it. There's definitely a lot of things that I learned, a lot of things that I want to improve upon. And instead of jumping into another trailer, I think I had an 8.5 by 20 quoted, and it was like $16,000 to get into the trailer I wanted. So I'm going to see what I can do to keep the current 7 by 16 that I have around. So we're also going to look into doing an axle upgrade from two 3,500 pound axles to two 5,200 pound axles. My trailer is plenty beefy enough. I know everyone's going to be like, oh, I can't upgrade your axles. But it's got a 6-inch mainframe on it. It's all 16 on center, floors, walls, ceiling, so it'll be fine. So we're going to upgrade the axles. We're going to upgrade rims and tires. We're going to upgrade and put a ladder rack on the top of it. We'll probably have 4 or 5 cross members, a side access ladder, and all kinds of stuff. And then I'm also toying around with the idea. I have the insulation here. I'm going to insulate it. I'm also toying around the idea of propane tanks mounted to the tongue with full-time heat and a potential air conditioner for the summer. So stay tuned as we get all that stuff in the works, because I'm pretty excited to have basically an RV of a tool trailer. So that's what's up. I know I've been kind of missing on YouTube, but like I said, trying to get healthy with my knee and whatnot. I tore the PCL falling off a roof. Not too good. I get my new brace though next week, so I'll actually be able to like move my knee again, which will be cool because this is an immobilizer, so it's straight. So I'm looking forward to being able to move my knee, and then I've got 3 months of physical therapy. So all in all, kind of a bummer. Not so fun way to start 2020, going into a new decade and all that fun stuff. But that's the hand that I was dealt. So we're just going to make the best of it and keep everything rolling. So thanks for tuning in. I'll get this one put together right away and out on the YouTubes. And then as I keep moving things along, I'll try and just keep things rolling. There'll probably be quick cuts like this though. So Don't expect anything too fancy, but expect lots of cool organization and shoving a lot more crap into my 7x16 trailer. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.